What's going on, Is it recording me? Hello, hello. Test, test. I don't know. Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? SquallDawg here. This is going to be my review of the PS5 event that was announced today. The footage you're going to see was actually from my Twitch stream, which you can find me at every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Imagine that. This is going to be my take on the PS5 announcement. Yeah, feel free to throw down in the comments anything you think below. Any comments you might have, definitely don't hesitate to let me know what you think about my reactions to it. So yeah, here we go. So to be honest with you, the PS5 announcement started off pretty good. It started off with some good cinematics and some different things from graphics animation. Not really much in the way of actual gameplay, but I don't think it was necessarily meant to. So I'm just going to talk mainly about all the things that how it kind of went down, just kind of give my summary of it. The first thing that they showed was a video of the next Final Fantasy 16 being emulated from PC based on PS5. So what we saw there isn't really indicative of what to expect from PS5 graphics. So far, it looks like it's a pretty good game. Only time's going to tell when it actually comes out. I know Final Fantasy 15 was kind of a dud when it came out. There's many people who loved it, many people who hated it. And Final Fantasy 16, only time's going to tell. It was a super long trailer that they had on there. So the Final Fantasy 16 announcement was really more of a trailer than anything. It really wasn't anything to do with gameplay. After that, it brought us to the Miles Morales Spider-Man game that's coming out, which, granted, looks like it's going to be a really good game. I'm actually excited for the game itself. We actually got to see some in-game animation and you know, some of the gameplay with it. So, you know, that's cool. That looked like it was really good. And the plot, you know, the story looks like it's going to be pretty good. The next thing that they showed us was a really cool, looks like it's going to be a good Harry Potter based game. And to me, I think that's great and all. I'm glad that they're doing something in that world. To me, the trailer looks like it's going to be more of an MMORPG, which, if that's the case, could actually bring in a lot of revenue for Warner Brothers, which they sorely need right now. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good game. You know, story-wise, looks like it's going to have a lot. The next game that came was the Call of Duty. It's the new Call of Duty Black Ops game. I think one of the more impressive things about this reveal while you were looking at it is it's going to be based around the Cold War. And they're going to have a alpha testing of it this coming up weekend. So that's pretty cool, and you can download it to your PS4. You don't have to purchase anything to do it. It's just a game that you actually get to, you know, play through and kind of do some things. So yeah, it's going to be this weekend starting Friday. So that's pretty interesting. The next game it brought us to was the next Resident Evil game. It looks like it's going to be based in... It's kind of hard to tell based on the trailer, but it looks like it's going to be based in like an older time. And it's called Resident Evil The Village. A lot of people are saying this is Resident Evil 8. They left some clues as to whether or not this is going to be a Resident Evil 8 or just Resident Evil The Village. And it may very well end up being Resident Evil 8 instead of just being another story in the Resident Evil franchise. That was pretty cool. And the next thing was this kind of a looks like it, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, looks like it's going to be a new IP coming out called Deathloop. So that looks pretty interesting. Doesn't really look like it's necessarily going to be my thing, but hey, there may be some people here who actually like that stuff, and they'll be like, hey, you know what, this is going to be pretty cool, I'm going to jump in it. The next one, which is one of the ones I was more excited for, was Devil May Cry 5. It looks pretty cool. I love the graphics in it. Looks like it's got some pretty cool spell stuff in it. I'm really excited for that because so far some of the other Devil May Cry games have actually been really cool. So The next one it brings us to is Oddworld. Graphics wise, usually pre-rendered animations like this on trailers and whatnot, are always going to be good. Didn't really care for the way the gameplay looked, but I mean, again, this is for a different type of audience. This is for people who like this type of gameplay. I didn't really like it. I felt like they probably could have done more of an RPG, camera follow type gameplay with it, but is what it is. Oddworld Soulstorm looks like it's gonna be probably gonna be a pretty good game. May or may not stream it, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, just based on what I've seen so far. Next thing we come to is Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm not gonna lie, there was a moment where it just kind of stayed quiet and you heard some breathing, and all of a sudden these eyes opened up and kind of startled the crap out of me. Wasn't really a whole much to talk about there. It was just a trailer. All of this was really just a trailer. Then the next game that they revealed was this one that's you're running around as a knight and you're fighting all these different characters and whatnot, called Demon Souls. That looks pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie. It actually piqued my interest. I have to admit, as of the recording of this, I've never played a Souls game. And this looks like what I would imagine a Souls-esque type of game looking. So, yeah, like that. The next one was a Fortnite announcement. Not really a big fan of Fortnite. Kind of is what it is. And the next announcement they had, I felt like was probably one of the better ones that they've come out with, and that is a PS5 Plus benefit, where it's called PS Plus Collections, where you actually can play many of the games that were some of the more popular games on PS4 and PS4 Pro without actually having to buy the game, as long as you're a PS Plus member. I'm guessing, based on what it showed, you actually will get to play these games. All you have to do is just download them and play them. Games like Final Fantasy 15 and Bloodborne, God of War, which is huge for somebody who's a streamer. And then they showed the thing that everybody's been waiting to see, the actual prices of the game. The PS5 Classic is going to be $499, and the digital edition will be $399, which is kind of on point for the projections people were making. That's what most everybody was thinking it was going to be. The biggest part of the announcement to me was that it's going to be launched in the US, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and South Korea on November 12th, and everybody else is going to get it a week later. So it's going to be coming here about a month and a half. Got to be completely honest with you guys. Overall, the main titles that I was excited for to see coming is going to be Final Fantasy 16, of course, because I'm a Final Fantasy fan. The Devil May Cry game looked really cool. I'm actually super excited about that. The PS Plus collections I was really excited about, and then the Demon Souls I'm actually pretty excited about, and the Spider-Man game, that was awesome. But to be honest with you, this announcement really didn't impress me from a standpoint of graphics with the PS5, because so far we haven't really gotten a whole lot of gameplay stuff, and from a graphics perspective, this announcement really did not impress me. I felt like it fell short. There was so much that was left to be desired from this announcement. I will say the Call of Duty, I'm not really a Call of Duty player myself. The graphics in that, to me, from that was the most exciting in terms of graphics processing, in-game graphics. But everything else, graphics-wise, to me, just looked very PS4 Pro-ish. Didn't really impress me. All right, everybody, so that was my reaction to the PS5 announcement. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Was my reaction on par with what you thought it would be? Do you feel like it was a little underwhelming? Do you feel like it was right on point where it needed to be? Of course, I'm curious as to what you guys think. Don't forget that I do stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. All of my social media links are in the description down below. And don't forget to join my Discord community. So I appreciate you guys stopping in to watch this video, and y'all take it easy. Peace out. Crap. No, this just got infinitely harder. That's what she said.